now they're joking about it after covering it up for so long, Adam. I mean,
generally speaking,
really
people,
not funny, by the way. But.
Well, people laugh when they're uncomfortable,
yeah,
right? I mean, just look at Kamala Harris.
That's what Kamala Harris
who
does.
apparently is always uncomfortable because all she does is laugh. No, what I think we're all seeing, beyond just the obvious, Mr. Biden is impaired, what we're all seeing is the inner workings of the DNC. It's a machine. Jerry Nadler, right? Loyal Democrat from New York, goes out 3 days ago and says Joe Biden cannot continue to serve. He needs to withdraw. Jerry Nadler said that. 2 days later, he holds another press conference. No, he can do it. Obviously, he got the call from the DNC. They said, schedule another press conference. That's no way to talk about Joe. He's our man, right?
Yeah,
that's the Democratic National Committee machine.
Yeah, that's a great point. It is the machine. Todd, what do you think?
I think these individuals in the media that are finally coming to their senses, whether it's in the laughter media or the quote-unquote actual media, do not have the same restrictions from the DNC. And they also don't understand the logistics behind transferring money from one candidate to another. We're on a money program, on a money network.
Yeah, it's about the money, right?
The money matters when it comes to your presidential candidate, and all that money is currently tied up in the Biden-Harris campaign. Ostensibly, Harris could get that money, but we also have to remember, Joe Biden ultimately has to make that decision, and by Joe Biden, I mean Dr. Jill Biden. She doesn't want to leave anytime soon. If you asked me this a week ago, I would have said they're out. Not right now. They're in.
Oh,
not going anywhere.
And it's not just Dr. Jill. It's also Hunter Biden.
Yes.
Apparently in these meetings, Mitch. I mean, look.
That is the most staggering news bite out of all of this, that Hunter Biden, of all people, is in the inner circle. Listen, you keep people like that really close for a variety of reasons, but not now. And who's ever in that inner circle advising him, I think they are in the smallest echo chamber, and they are missing out on what the electorate is seeing, because everybody who had been ignoring it saw it loud and clear during not only the debate, but then the follow-up Stephanopoulos interview. And now all of those voters are looking at every interaction with Biden with a completely different lens. And this is going to become harder and harder and harder for them.
Yeah, and they're also going back and remembering what people like Karine Jean-Pierre said. All these people who have been covering it up, the press pool turning on the White House now. Here's a reporter yesterday asking KJP if she wants to reconsider any past statements about Biden's health. Watch this.
Have the last 12 days made you reconsider any specific statements that you might have made in recent months?
If I have, said misled in something that I've said or haven't had the full information, I actually own up to that.
Okay, our own Peter Doocy pressed KJP on who takes important late night calls, since now we know that the president is in bed before 8 p.m. now. Watch.
Well, he also said he's sharpest before 8 p.m. So say that the Pentagon at some point picks up an incoming nuke. It's 11 p.m. Who do you call? The First Lady?
He has a team that lets him know of any news that is pertinent and important to the American people. He has someone that is decided, obviously, with his National Security Council on who gets to tell him that news.
Mitch, Peter just hit on probably the most important point here, and that is that this is a national security risk to have a commander-in-chief who is compromised in this manner.
100%. What's great about the press pool is they've all become Peter Doocy. Like, Peter Doocy had been doing this for 3.5 years, and now they've all become Peter Doocy.
Finally.
He's actually asking the really hard question: who's picking up the phone at 11 o'clock?
Yeah, and who is? We don't know.
We don't know.
I mean, why wouldn't our adversary use right now,
he has people.
for a time to pounce?
I appreciate the fact that he has people, but I'm more worried about when he ultimately gets that information. He's groggy normally during the hours of 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. How is he when he wakes up from a slumber? That's really frightening.
Well, we are just getting started this morning. We've got a